What's up, Headless Horde? What is up? What is up? All right, so we're going to be breaking down New York Comic Con 2024. I got a bunch of stuff to show you guys what I picked up. And I got these huge boxes back here of Thrilljoy. When you see these things, they're massive. First, a little house cleaning. Saturday will be live 11:30 a.m. if you are going for San Diego Comic-Con tickets. This is the open registration, and I'll be walking you guys through that. If you are going to attempt to get these tickets, make sure you have an ID already created over at on the San Diego Comic-Con website, because you will definitely need to have that. And I highly recommend trying to get into a buying group. And if you're not sure what that is, basically it's a group of 3 people or more, and you kind of just give each other your information. And I think all you need is your member ID and also your last name, and it just gives you a better chance to get tickets. But again, I'll be live. The only tickets I need are preview nights, and I assume that those are probably going to be gone by like 20 after usually. So if you are a subscriber or a channel member and you're interested in trying to get tickets, I can definitely try to help you. Right now, I am attempting to help one other person who's a subscriber. So beside that, yeah, I can help out if you are interested in trying to go to San Diego. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, brother? Channel member for 7 months. Appreciate you, brother. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of go through the experience this year, and then I'll kind of show off everything I got, and then we'll do some of these unboxings of these Thrilljoys. So New York this year. You know, it's run very similar each year, and I guess my biggest, I'll start off with the negative because I really only have one. My biggest issue is that I wish they could do something better with the way the autographs work, because it's just like the entire time I'm standing in the line waiting for autographs. You know, we can usually hit up the collectible kind of stuff pretty early in the morning and basically be done with it within an hour. You know, I mean, if you're going for specific exclusives, they're gone in an hour anyways. So, I mean, it's not hard to go get them. It's, yes, you have to wait in line. Yes, you have to line up early. And we're going to talk about that here in a minute, because I found some very interesting things out this time lining up early. And I was kind of pleasantly surprised, actually. But they did change some things around a little bit this year. But, you know, like I said, mostly the collectible stuff you can get within the first hour, as long as you're willing to, you know, get there a little bit early and just kind of wait it out. But the autographs are the real issue. And I don't know what the solution is, because you have so many. I don't know the number, but they do sell the VIP badges, and those go so fast, because the way they do it is if you buy a VIP badge for a year, you get first dibs on it the next year. So I mean, that's one of the biggest issues, is that it's literally the same people over and over again, because they're never available during you know, with their open register or their open, I guess, you know, ticket deal is or whatever. So because that line, they let so many people in over the regular badge members, you are just in that line for so long. So here's a perfect example. Okay. Now I did drop a video today on my con on, you know, the con experience and everything. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. But I did say in that video that on Saturday, I got in line for 100% soft, and we got a ticket. And that's such a smart way to do it. Like it's funny. 2 years ago, 100% Soft was a complete disaster. And it just took forever. And they have learned the errors of their ways because now they are one of the smoothest booths. And basically, you walk right up and they cap the line almost instantly because it's not a huge area where it is. I bet you they only have maybe, I can't see how there's more than like 75 people in that line, if even that many. It doesn't seem like that many. But then what they do is they cap that and they start handing out tickets with times. And the tickets run every 15 minutes. So I don't know if they're giving out like, I don't know, 50, 25 tickets for every 15 minutes. And I think it goes all the way to like 3 o'clock or something like that, or 2 o'clock. And so basically we walked right up and we got 11 to 11:15, which was, pretty good. So that gave us an opportunity to head over to Thrilljoy. And this was actually our second time in that line because we had done it the previous day. But to make a long story short, we go through Thrilljoy. We go over to 100% Soft. They actually let us line up at 10:45, even though our ticket didn't start till 11. We were probably out of there by 11:05. It was like a 20-minute wait only. We got everything we wanted. We headed downstairs to where the autographs are. And we actually, I can probably show a couple of these off while we're kind of talking about this. So we went down to where the House of the Dragon people were. And so that was Matt Smith. It was Tom. I'm trying to remember his name now. Tom. I don't know. I would have to look it up. I can't remember. But it's Aegon Targaryen. And then Kristen Cole was down there, Fabian. And so Fabian got there 10 minutes early because I think he was scheduled at 11:20. And we were on a line at about 11:10 or so. And literally, we only waited 2 minutes. We saw him come out. Have a great short of that. And dude was awesome. Like, we only waited maybe 20 minutes. We talked to him for a couple minutes. We really weren't able to record because we always try, but I also want to be respectful because some of the handlers, they really make a big deal about you recording. And really, if we get any kind of negative look, we kind of just know. Most of the time it's my wife or whatever. And she will just turn the camera off because, again, I'm not going to be disrespectful to what their wishes are. But sometimes they just don't care. And if you saw the video, you saw it's like a 3-minute interaction with Cobb McLaughlin. But anyways, but yeah, so Kristen Cole with Fabian, he was awesome. And so here's the one. Now I'm going to see if I can, this glare, man. One of these days I'm going to figure out how to do this. So let me turn this down just a little. All right, so there's Fabian. Autograph is not the best. That's all it is. It's basically an F and an F because his last name starts with an F. And then you can see his handwriting here. It's a little bit sloppy. And then the quote is from season 1. Yeah, season 1. I think this is from season 1. Dude, I don't even know. They don't really tell you what season these things are from. So I just found his best 2 quotes. So this one says, "Do you want me to kill him?" I'm pretty sure that's from season 1. And then the other one, it's funny. I I have a big long story about paint pens too, but this paint pen was a little bit thinner, and I really like the way it came out though. So this is the one on the end of T. So you can kind of see it's a little bit cleaner. And then the quote is from season 2, and this one says, gosh, let me see it now. The dragon. I can't even read his writing. I'll be honest with you. I'll get you the quote here in a minute. I got it on my phone. Yeah, I mean, his handwriting is definitely not the neatest though. But anyways, I'll get you the quotes here in a second. But anyways, but he was super nice. And it's so funny too, because his character is such a jerk in the show. I think most of you guys probably watch it. But he was really nice. It's like really hard to hate him now because he's such a nice guy. He really is. But anyways, we were done with him by 11:40ish. and we got in line for John Boyega, who plays Finn in the sequel trilogy, and basically waited in that line. He was supposed to get there at 12:20, so 40 minutes without him even being there, and he shows up a half an hour late, so 12:50. So we're already in this line for well over an hour. And then the Matt Smith line, he was supposed to start signing at 2:20. So basically 2 hours later. So I thought for sure that I'd be able to jump into John's line, meet him, get it done, then go right over to Matt Smith and probably be done by like 4:30 at the latest, like the absolute latest. So what ended up happening was, because John was half an hour late, the line was crawling. Finally, we get into the main queue, because there's always an outdoor queue, like not outdoors, but like there's a separate queue that's in like the middle of like the hall, I guess you want to call it. And what they'll do is that's the overflow line. So they slowly feed you into the actual main queue. I mean, it took like over an hour and a half just to get into the main queue. And then we found out that he was going to be leaving. So I'm like, look at my watch. I'm like, it's like, at this point, it's probably like 1:45. And I'm like, man, I had to go in this Matt Smith line, because it was right next to it. We were watching it just fill the whole time. And I'm like, this is gonna be such a long wait. So I had my wife stay for John, and I said, let me go jump into the line for Matt Smith, and then maybe I can get through that one and come back and join you before John gets back. He was supposed to go take a half an hour break. So Matt Smith was supposed to start, I guess, doing his autographs at 2:20. John wasn't going to get back to like 2:30. And I'm thinking, okay, well, she probably still has like a good 45 minutes. So in my mind, that's an hour and 15 minutes I have where I can maybe go get Matt Smith and be done. Well, two bad things happened. Number one, John did not stop signing, which this is not a bad thing. It's a bad thing for me because I was unable to go meet him, which really stinks. I really wanted to meet him. But my wife went to John, and she said it went so, after I left, it went so fast. And because she ended up joining me in Matt Smith line, and there was maybe about another, I don't know, maybe like 30 or 40 people behind me after I had lined up. So enough to make it worth lining up that early, but not enough where like I was gonna have to stress out about not getting it or something like that. So I'm a little bit upset because I wouldn't know. It would have been nice to know that John was going to stick around, because I would have probably just waited, or I would have maybe sent my wife there to the Matt Smith line because she cares. She met Fabian, she met Kyle, and so those are these are people that she likes. John Boyega, I mean, she can take it or leave it, but anyways, she made it there and she got through, joins me. And the autograph came out really, really nice, actually, for John. Yeah, I got it right here. So there we go. Oh, let me turn this down again. Hopefully you don't get that glare. So his came out really nice. So he actually did the character up there, and then the autograph down there. And then on the side, of course, we had to get this one. I'm a big deal with the Resistance. So his came out really nice with the blue. So I'm pretty happy with that one. She did say that it was quick. She said that, though, he was a really, really nice guy. So, but at this point, it's like 2:15, 2:20, and Matt got there about 10 minutes late. So he didn't really start till 2:30. And literally, I stood in that line for 3 hours. So, yeah. So overall, it was like a 4.5 hour wait for Matt Smith for that autograph, and then we waited almost 3 hours total for the John Boyega one. So again, I don't know. I mean, it's snakes. Think of like an amusement park, right? It's a big snake. You just go through the queues, and so around the queue. Okay, so let me see if I can figure out how to explain this. So the queue goes up to where Matt Smith is. Matt Smith was behind like another curtain and wall. There's a few, the bigger actors are usually like that, because if not, they get a lot of people trying to take pictures, and then they have to keep yelling and all that kind of stuff. So they have him behind there. They had Josh Brolin was behind this. Orlando Bloom was behind one of these. Elizabeth Olsen was behind it. Kevin Smith was behind one. And I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. I know those were like the big those are the big five that were. But so around this queue, so think of a square with a queue. Around the queue is where the ADA line was, and I guess it was a mixture of ADA and VIP. So VIP. I get it, man. And you're paying like almost $500, so you get those different benefits, which is cool. But here's my biggest problem is that like once I got into like the inner area, and there's like one final little queue, and there's another curtain that they would let VIP and ADA in. So the couple in front of me and then one other person who was by himself, they let 3 people in, and then they kind of went right up to Matt Smith's table, and they're doing whatever. And then, dude, they let like 5 or 6 people from the VIP line in. And then it was me and a couple behind me, because at this point my wife had already left. So it was me and then 2 more. So that was 3 more people. And then I was kind of paying attention to what was behind them. Dude, they let 8 people in. So in that matter, there was 6 of the regular badge members, 6 regular badge holders, whatever you want to call us. And I'm going to get to these questions. I see the questions, guys. I'm going to get to them here in just a second. But it was 6 of us versus 14 of VIP and ADA. And this is why it took 3.5 hours, or 4.5 hours. So I don't know what the solution is. I mean, it could be a little more fair, maybe, 2 and 2, or I don't know. I just don't know. But I don't know what the solution is. I mean, and I get it, because they are big actors, and you have thousands of people who want these autographs and stuff. But it's just funny how I did, in like Elizabeth Olsen, for example, she was on a Friday, and I went over there. It was less than a half an hour wait. And now here, they did move the line. Like, you could barely talk to her, which kind of sucked. But here's the thing that I get pissed off about the most is that I'm in different Facebook groups that, for New York Comic Con. So they have, I had specifically asked, again, trying to be respectful. I specifically asked, can I get a small quote? And I mean, dude, we're talking like 3 or 4 words. And the handler just left away. Oh, no, we're not doing quotes. We're not doing quotes. It's like, your line isn't even that long. It only took me a half an hour to get through it. Like, you're already motoring us through it, like a supply line. And then later on, you see all these other people post pictures of their Funko Pops with quotes. I'm like, what? Like, it's ridiculous. I don't understand it. You're paying, imagine her autograph is $250, and I can't even get 3 or 4 extra words on there. Like I said, you could barely talk to her as it is. A double table, I couldn't even shake her hand. She was so far away. But I don't know. It's just frustrating, I guess. So I would say that's like the negative. Umpty, I thought you went to cons just to stand in the lines. Yeah, you do. I mean, you do. But it would be nice not to have to wait 4.5 hours for one, because that's kind of crazy. But what's up, Jeremy? How you doing, brother? Kenneth Bird, what's going on? Finn was definitely probably the most wasted character in the sequel trilogy. Yeah, they after Force Awakens, they did him wrong so much. And yes, Doctor Who had a huge following there. I mean, there are so many people there for Doctor Who. Trust me, probably more than House of the Dragon, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, so that's kind of the negative. Friday was a lot of waiting in line too, but I actually had another autograph. I had 4 instead of only 3. And again, Elizabeth Olsen was quick. The one that was the biggest issue on Friday was probably Cameron Monaghan, who's Cal Kestis. And let's see if I have that one over here. Run poorly, the line. I don't know. I think they misjudge how popular he is. again, dude, you have anybody from Star Wars, especially a character that people love, they had him in a horrible spot. They really did. And his line took a long time. I almost missed him. I was lucky enough where I was in line for Kyle McLaughlin actually on Friday, and that was a long line too. Again, I think they underestimated how many good things that he was been in. Like Kyle's been in like, I mean, obviously he started off with Twin Peaks. He was actually the bad guy. I don't remember his name in the movie, but he was actually the bad guy in the old school Flintstone movie. Um, like I mean, we're talking like what is that, like an 80s movie, maybe late 90s, or I'm sorry, early 90s. But he's actually the bad guy in that. I totally forgot about that. He's been in, Sex in the City, Desperate Housewives, How I Met Your Mother. Obviously, he's now in Fallout. I mean, and he was in the original Dune. He was like the star of that. He's been in a ton of other movies as well. So I think they definitely misjudge on some of how popular some of these actors are, with almost like a cult following. But here's Cal Kestis. Let's turn this down again. So nice autograph. Again, the quote maybe was a little longer, so it was a little. I think it was a little harder. That's why I'm kind of thinking, man, the thinner paint pens might be better when you have the longer quote. You know, when you have, I'm gonna show you Kyle's, and his is the thin one, and you'll see the difference. So this was the quote from I think it was for Jedi Survivor. This was the first game. So Kyle's of course now I gotta find it. So Kyle's was, so this is the thinner pen. Now he's got a fantastic autograph. I mean, that's nice and clean. It's not as thick. And then I put this quote there on it. There was a couple of choices I could have done here. I just kind of, I had a couple in my mind, and I'm like, I knew I wasn't going to mess this quote up because I had to pull up on my phone, but I was a little flustered talking to him. I really was. But that one came out really nice. That one did. So, and then actually I had him. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to use the other mic. because I don't know why this isn't working. All of a sudden, I've had nothing but problems with this thing lately. I don't understand what the major malfunction with the stupid microphone is. You know, you pay all this money for this crap, and then things just don't work. It's so freaking frustrating. It just doesn't even make sense why it's not working. I don't know. It won't even turn on. So amazing. So hopefully this sounds all right. So it's so frustrating. Yeah. I had to turn on the other microphone. It's just ridiculous, man. All this money spent on this crap, and it just doesn't even work the way it's supposed to. It doesn't even make sense. You bump it and the whole thing turns off, and now I can't even get the thing to turn back on. It's seriously, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And I can't even, like, when I go to settings in this, I can't even find it. It's not even listed. So I know it's not connected. I don't understand why it's not even on here. It's seriously, it's incredible. It really is. Can't make this bullshit up. Anyways, sorry. It's just ridiculous. And I know this doesn't sound as good, but I don't know why this all of a sudden just isn't even turning on. Like, it literally makes no damn sense. Like, it was just working 2 seconds ago. Anyways, all right, I'm just going to continue because this is just stupid. I don't know why it's not turning on. I really don't. Like all of a sudden, it just doesn't work. Ridiculous. Well, hopefully it sounds all right because it won't even turn on. Yes. Anyways, I don't even know what I was saying. I don't even know what I was saying. So, the photo. Yeah. Let me turn this back down. All right. So this glare, I don't know how people do it because I don't know how to get that glare out of there. But anyways, there's the photo, which you can see a much better picture on Instagram. But there's the quote. If I can't even get it because the way that these lights are set up. I guess that's the best I'm gonna do. So, anyways, but he has a really nice signature. Anyways, what next am I gonna do? Let me go back to those quotes. Get rid of the Apple. It has nothing to do with it, dude. It's the microphone. The microphone is crap. My microphone has been acting like this now for like 6 months. Like, if I even hit it wrong in the wrong way, the whole thing shuts down. Like, it literally makes no sense that I'm unplugging and plugging it in, and it just doesn't want to turn on. And there's no on off because it's just the plug. I don't understand why. When it was just working. I don't know. So I'll just use this for now, and I'll have to fix it later. The quote, yeah. So let's go back to Damon. So Damon says, "Dreams didn't make us kings; dragons did." And that's from season 1. So that was Matt Smith, and then Cal Kestis. It says, "I guess it's about time to find out who I am," and that's one of the big quotes. Nope, that's one of the big quotes from the first game. Again, the glare. I don't know. One of these days, I'm gonna have to figure out how to actually get rid of that glare. Because you can see, like, actually what it is. You can see the StreamYard stuff. Like, you can see it right there. Like, that's what you're actually getting the glare from the computer. So I don't know if how much better this looks. Like, when I turn it, because right now my monitor is off. So it probably looks a lot better, but I really can't see myself even holding it up. So I don't even know if I'm holding it correct. I don't know. You guys let me know what looks better. So that's Cal, and then the Kristen Cole ones, which are just hard to read. His writing really is not great. So this one is the Dragons. I have no idea. I'll be honest with you. I don't remember the quote, but I do have it on my phone. I wish his handwriting was better. And now, can you imagine if I would have given this dude like a thicker pen? Like, thank God I gave him the thin one because he can't even read it. So the first this quote here is. Of course, you think I would be able to find it, but of course I can't. I mean, I know I had all of them on here. I mean, I guess it's possible I deleted his after I had done it, but because I don't even see it. I have Damon's. Yeah, I must have deleted his. No, it's something like the Dragons dance, and I think we are just dust under them. Oh, under their feet. That's what it is. So the Dragons dance, and we are the dust beneath their feet. That's what it is. Okay. Duh. And then the other one was I think we said do you want me to kill him? So anyways, did I get it from Temu? You would think. No, it was Amazon. They've had this thing for so long, and it's never acted up until like a few months ago. And I'm telling you, there is absolutely no reason why this should not be working right now. It is so odd. I'm going to plug it into a different thing. Hey, it doesn't even go on. So what probably needs to happen is the computer needs to be restarted. And that's probably where it'll fix it. But we're not going to do that now. Oops. What's up, Joey? How you doing, brother? Quick question. They posted about NYCC 2025 pre-sale. Is that for autograph signings or is that for the tickets? So that will be for the tickets. And that's usually, so what they did is they announced the dates for that next year, which is going to be back to where they kind of usually have it, which is the second week. I don't know why they pushed it to the third week of October this year. Personally, I like it a little bit earlier. Although we did get some pretty nice weather, it's usually actually warmer in New York a little bit earlier in October, where you can actually get up to like 75, 80 degrees still. I mean, again, it was nice. I mean, it wasn't any colder than like 50, 55 at night. So it wasn't terrible. Jeans and a t-shirt, jeans and a light hoodie. At the con, I was wearing a t-shirt and shorts. So it was still comfortable though. But yeah, those tickets will go on sale usually like in end of May-ish, beginning of June. It seems like New York Comic Con does sell their tickets. It seems like it's going earlier and earlier each year. Because I remember it used to be like the middle of June. What they would do is they would announce like their first like big guest. And I want to say this year it was Josh Brolin was kind of like their headliner, if you will. And then they released, and then like the next week, the tickets went on sale. So it's very, very similar process to how San Diego Comic Con is. So if you're interested to see how it works, I'll be live on this Sunday, or I'm sorry, I'll be live this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. because San Diego Comic Con tickets go on sale for next year. So it's a very, very similar process. So if you want to just kind of pop in and you can kind of see how we go through that, because it is very similar. What's up, Brief? What's up, brother? I got a bad streaming stuff from Amazon. Don't feel too bad. Yeah, no, dude. I know. Again, it'll work. I just got to restart my computer. It's just sometimes if you hit I don't know. It's just weird, dude. It's just weird. All right. I have I think I have one more autograph to show. Oh, I got three more. So here, I'll do this one last. Let's do Lizzie Olsen. That's how she signs it. She signs it Lizzie Olsen. Let me turn this down again. So there is she is. So I decided I was torn on this. I wanted to originally go red, but I did not have a red paint pen on me. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know if I had left it maybe at the last con because I thought I had red, and but I decided to go white, and I still think it came out pretty good. And then she did do Scarlet Witch underneath, and unfortunately they said no quotes. And literally, I just looked at the quote; it was like 4 words. So. But I got this one on her first appearance in Marvel, which was in Age of Ultron. And then I got the one from Endgame. And this one I was torn on as well. I was going to go red, and I decided to switch it last minute because I didn't have red. So I went with yellow, and I think it came out really well. So this is from Endgame. So I did see a couple in red. It looked good, but I'll be honest with you, I think the yellow looks better. So those are the two I got from her. And the last one was kind of a disaster. So this one was Haley Atwell, who plays Captain Carter. And her line was not crazy, but I'm trying to remember whose line I was trying to get into now. I think it was Kyle, actually. And I didn't obviously want to be, late for that one. So again, I had my wife stay for Haley, and she said she was nice. She didn't talk a lot. But I always get autograph, character name on the front, and then quotes on the side. Yeah, she did it backwards. So here's the quote, and this is from What If. I did not like her Funko Pops from her show, or actually not her show. I'm trying to think what her Funko Pop was actually from. I think it wasn't Avengers, and it wasn't even Captain America. It was like maybe, but I don't. I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember where I saw it. Well, no, actually, no, it's from her show. Yeah, Captain Carter was a TV show. And I never actually, that's like one of the Marvels I never watched. So I like the What If one better because she actually is like in Captain America gear. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, it looks okay. So I just like the Funko Pop better. And then I wanted to get an exclusive. I was like getting the exclusives for autographs. But then she put the autograph on the side. And it's just not ideal. So I don't know. I mean, my wife said she told her what to do and she just reversed it. And then as soon as she started writing the quote, my wife's like, wait. And it was already too late at that point. So I got a backwards one. But what the funny thing is with this is that I think the way I have to display this in the basement, because this will go downstairs with my Marvel, is I think it actually has to be displayed sideways. Most of the time I try to display the pops obviously like this, but there's a small bunch that I have to go this way, and I think this is one of them. So it ended up working out okay. And then that was the last one, right? Last autograph. So boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So those are all the autographs. So 13 hours total maybe to get all that done. It is what it is. Let's see. I asked because they posted about pre-sale on 26th this month. And should I? So wait. No. So Joe, you're talking about San Diego Comic-Con. You're not talking about New York. San Diego is the 26th. So is that what we were talking about? Because San Diego is this Saturday. And they don't have VIP. Because I'm actually in the process of making a video on this. I'm going to be doing a video. I'm hoping it'll be out next week, but I'm doing a video that's going to be San Diego Comic-Con versus New York Comic-Con. I mean, the two largest cons, but there's a ton of differences in the two. And just meeting new people in lines at New York, because I actually had the one day I wore my San Diego Comic-Con shirt, and a lot of questions about what's the difference between the two. So it kind of started me thinking about making a video. So I'm going to make a video about that. So that'll explain everything. But San Diego is this Saturday, and New York won't be until like next May or June. I'll finish off the rest of the pops that I got that I'm keeping, and we have. I think I'm going to end up keeping like 4 of these for sure. So those are the ones I'm kind of going to show off. Had to get this one right. So we have Headless Freddy. Now it's not Headless Not Stark, unfortunately, but it is the Headless Horseman. But you know, it says Headless, so we got to get it. I don't know if you guys can see. Again, I'm trying to turn my screen down. I can barely see what I'm doing here. Hopefully that looks better than normal, but it's just hard. But there's that one. And then there's the look at the con sticker. Let's see if I can blow that up for you. So apparently you scan this QR code and it shows if it's legit or not. So if someone's trying to reprint these at this point, I guess it's supposed to prevent that. The stickers. So we have Headless Freddy. And obviously being a Star Wars channel, as well as Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, we had to keep Kylo. This is actually... So I do have one other Kylo Ren Funko Pop, but he's out of box, and it's the one from, well, it must be Rise of Skywalker, because it has like the red cuts in it, right? When he puts it back together. So this is really the only other one I have in box, and at this point I have Daisy's autograph, I have Oscar Isaac. Obviously, just got John Boyega. So he's kind of like the last one I need that would kind of like, kind of get the sequel trilogy. Because I have Ewan, I have Hayden, and I have Padme. I mean, to me, those are the 3 you want. And I also have Ray Park as far as like bad guys, I guess. I have Pelps. I actually have Grievous. So I would say I have the main characters. I say the only one I don't have from the prequels is Liam Neeson, which I've heard is almost impossible to get. And then the OG trilogy, I got a couple Hamill, and I don't have Ford or Fisher. So I mean, those two, I'd have to probably win the lottery to get those. And then what else am I keeping? We'll do this one next. So this one came with a bag. I sold the bag because I don't really need it. But this is the Wolverine and Deadpool. So the Deadpool was the bag, and the Wolverine was 1,000 piece. And I really like this one. It's funny. I look at this. I don't think it's chrome, but it kind of looks like it's chrome. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know if any of you guys maybe possibly know. Let me turn this down again. But there's the Wolverine 1,000 piece. And I really like this one. So again, I don't know. I mean, to me, it kind of looks chrome. I don't know how close and how you guys can see this on camera, but I'm gonna turn it down again. If you look at his hands, it definitely looks a little shiny. So I don't know if that is if that's chrome or not, but it kind of does have a really shiny feel to it. So I don't know, but I think it's a pretty cool looking Wolverine pop. And I also like that it's not from Daredevil, or I'm sorry, not Daredevil. It's not from Deadpool. I like that it's just the basic Marvel one in just like a different pose. And again, the colors are a little bit. I think the colors are not as. It looks chromy, but like the colors are not like as bright. I don't know. It's an interesting looking pop for me. So I'm gonna keep that one. I like that one. And then the last pop that I know for sure I'm keeping. Gotta keep this guy. Another 1,000 piece. And that's my Skeletor from Funko Fusion. This one was a hot commodity there. So I'll give you a little quick story about the Funko booth, and then maybe we'll open up a few of these Thrilljoys. So this one, again, you know, with the black box, you know, kind of like the NFTs, like some of the new Star Wars, they show everything. They really do. And when I was going through these, oh my gosh, it was they were all like so many had torn corners, like boxes. Because I must have went through 15, maybe 20 Funko Pops. And they're really cool with you like letting you kind of just keep going. But again, at some point I had to be careful because I wanted to make sure I got one because you know there's only I think they were doing 250 a day because there's only 1,000. And I was there pretty early, but I don't know how many people were in front of me, you know. But it took a while to go through and find a Skeletor that I thought was, you know, mint near mint because again the corner. I can't believe how many were torn up. It's kind of crazy. So, but those are the Funko Pops that I'm keeping, and I do have one more here. I don't know if I'm going to keep it though. I might do it as a giveaway at some point. But I have Mr. Toad. So I bought this one because I remember this being one of the first rides that I went on in Disney World, and I didn't even know. I honestly, I probably didn't even do my research on some of these Funko Pops that came out because I didn't even know half of them. But I saw Mr. Toad, and I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that like the old ride, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? And so that's why I bought it. And then I'm like, then I see there's another one out there too. So I don't know. So I bought a couple of that. I bought a couple like that. But all right. We've been on here for like what 50 minutes? Okay. So I'm gonna open up, I think we're gonna open up 2 of these today. And then I'm gonna make a video. It'll probably drop Thursday, and I'm gonna open up the other couple. You know, maybe we'll open 3. I have 6 to open. Maybe we'll do 3 now, and I'll save 3 for a video. So if you guys don't know, Brian Mariotti, who was the former CEO of Funko, decided to create a new company called Thrilljoy when he left. And these are $50 each, and they're huge and massive. And I'll show you. We'll take the one out of the box and we'll do everything with it. And I'll kind of show you exactly how it works. They're really nice. They really are. But the $50 is expensive. Like these are not cheap. And I have 6 of them, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them because they're huge. So I'm thinking about I have one spot in my room where I could probably stack them where it doesn't really block anything. But like, I just don't have shelves and room for these big items. But I wanted to buy some, more or less to kind of show you guys what they look like. And I bought some that I wouldn't mind keeping because they're some of my favorite characters. So the first one is Freddy Krueger. So who doesn't love Freddy? And I also, the way I thought about this was I wanted to try to find some that were ones I could possibly get autographed because you'll see it's really going to be cool. Like I saw a couple people get autographs from Brian himself, and I tried. I really did. I was kind of hanging out, and because I bought the mascot, his name's Bluey. You know, think of Freddy Funko. Well, this is Bluey. And I was really, really, really just kind of hanging out, trying to find Brian so I can get an autograph on it. I mean, I was doing circles around this booth and kind of like after my purchase, I was just kind of hanging out, looking at other stuff, like prototypes and that kind of stuff. And he just never came out. And if you watch the video I dropped today, you'll see I do have some footage of him, but that was early Friday. I didn't even have any in hand yet. So I couldn't really do anything about it. You know, if I would have had it in my hand, I would have walked over with a pink pen and gave it to him and have him sign it. But I know you did sign a bunch of these. So the first thing you'll see is that this is how big the box is. And the whole thing is in here. Like there's no space. So this is that. You know, here's a Funko Pop. So first off, you can see the huge difference. All right. They come with these little plastic things in every single box. So for shipping wise, this is probably how they ship it to you. So, I mean, the box is much sturdier than a Funko Pop box. And again, the corners are protected by these little plastic things. So, I think it's a pretty cool way to ship them. If this is how they ship them, I'm assuming this is how they're going to ship them. This is how they handed them to you. You don't get to look at them. You don't get anything. And mostly because every single one has a chase. So basically it's, let's say it's a 5,000 count. There's a 1 in 6 chance for the chase. I believe that like out of the 5,000 that the chases are counted in that 5,000. Just some of them are chases and some of them aren't. And now there's also, I think it's 4. I think it was, I'm going off the top of my head here. I think it was Skeletor. I think it was Mars Attacks. I want to say it was maybe like Huckleberry Hound. Maybe it was Huckleberry Hound. It was some blue cartoon. I can't remember now. And it was, shoot, I don't remember. But it was one more. They have an Ultra Chase. And the Ultra Chase, there's 24 of them. Just go do a search on eBay. The Ultra Chase Skeletor, it's like $10,000. I don't know who's paying $10,000. Listen, I mean, that's crazy. But that's what they have them listed for right now. So we'll see. Maybe I have $10,000. But this is Freddy. He does not have an Ultra Chase, but he does have a chase. So we'll open this up and we'll kind of see. You already talked about the girling over Twin Peaks, dude. What, dude? You missed that. I did that earlier again. What's up, Christina? All right, let's open this thing up. Freddy Krueger. Make some room. Now, I'm trying to just feel. I don't know how much room I have, so you want to be really careful because I don't know where the box is. And this thing is taped. So I'm going pretty light just because I don't know. Okay, obviously, you don't want to cut the box. Wow, these things are really, really attached, though. My gosh. So you literally have to cut this corner off. Wow, this is like really, really taped on here. All right, hold on a minute. Scissors probably will be easier. So you can see that's how the corner comes off. Now, obviously, if you are going to sell one of these and you ship it to somebody, I would probably think you tape the corner back on. But you can see I already have a cut in the box here too. So gotta be, I guess, man, you gotta really be careful with this thing. Now that one was a little better, so I kind of went. I still cut the box though a little bit. Okay, so that one came off pretty quickly. So you can kind of, I'll see if I can get my camera down so you can kind of see how I'm doing this. So I'm basically just lightly pressing and trying to cut that tape. So that one was a little cleaner. And then basically I'm just doing the same thing. But man, oh man, I'll tell you, they really have these things taped down here. Okay, so that one came off a little bit easier. We got one more. So I'm going to kind of go under it. So that one I cut the box just a little bit on that one. I'm thinking scissors might be better. I'm gonna try scissors in the other video I make on this. All right, so we open it up. All right, so okay, I'm looking. So if you can kind of see, you have these are pretty thick. I mean, these are probably 1/8 of an inch. So you have some room. And then once this is on top here, so you definitely have a little bit of space. So, I mean, as long as you're not like pressing right down like you're freaking Michael Myers, you should be good to go. These are actually available on the Thrilljoy website, by the way. So if you go to thrilljoy.com, it's either thrilljoy.com or Thrilljoy. I think it's thrilljoyco.com, I believe. These are available, and it looks like they're all available. The only items that seem not to be available are the T-shirts, and I have one, and I haven't even opened it yet. It's a $50 T-shirt. I was very hesitant. And then when I saw, though, it was 200 limited, it's limited quantity. It was 200. Yeah, so this whole thing is in the box. I decided to buy it. So I don't know if we got lucky or not. So this is not the chase. So show this to me. I'm going to turn this down again. Hopefully you guys can kind of see it a little bit. I don't know. I'll turn these lights off too, because this is so much bigger than a Funko Pop. So let me see what this looks like. So look, you guys have to let me know what it looks like in the camera, because it's hard for me to tell if I turn this all down. So I can see I'm still getting glare, but it's hard to tell without this on. Man, I'm getting a ton of glare, ain't I? I'm getting it right off of that. You can actually see what's behind it. I don't know how I'm gonna do a video on this. I'm gonna bring the camera down to me. So give me 1 minute. All right, so let's try this. Now I don't know. I'm probably still gonna get the glare up there. So give me 1 minute. Okay. So turn the ring off. I don't know if you guys can even see that, dude. It's so dark. It's so ridiculous. I need YouTube lessons on how to show off collectibles. Oh, this looks a little better. So you can kind of see. There we go. Okay, it's a little bit. So if I get close, you can still see the light of the thing, but I don't know how I'm gonna do a video on this. This is hard. But there's Freddy. The background, it's interesting because I can't really see now, but let me see what this is. So the background is, you would think it'd be a boiler room, but it's not. It is like, I don't even know what it is. It's a diner. It says spring. Why is it a diner? Why would this not be a boiler room? It's a little odd, honestly, now that I'm actually looking at this, because I mean, there are pictures there. They had these out, but I don't know why it's not a boiler room, people. I mean, maybe the chase is a boiler room. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they changed the actual picture too. I guess I didn't really notice it. I mean, I don't know if the chase. I don't think they had the chase out though. But so you get the sticker. But see, now look, it's so stupid because look, this sticker, I'm pretty sure is going to get cut off once I actually open this thing. So let's put this back. Hopefully you're able to see it a little bit. That's Freddy. So let's open another one. I'll take the next one out of the box. What is this? This one is all right, so this is Bluey. So this is the mascot. So let's open this thing up real quick. Let's see if I can go a little faster. So I guess if you just cut the top and you just kind of muscle it down, and it's just, I don't want to ruin the box, And I'll come back. I'll get to the chat here in just a minute. Let me just open this guy up real quick. I know I see some questions. Jeez. So it's funny how this one. Okay, that was a little bit easier. And I'm going to do the sides first this time. I'm going to tell you what, though. You know how sometimes you get a package from Funko and you feel like the tape is like, it's not even like it's so loose, right? These things are packed like really tight. So Ryan learned. See, I don't know how you could open this part with scissors though. It's so tightly. Just kind of gotta go light. I'm just using the very tip. That's what she said. Oh, here, Reef. The background is the same. The outfit is different. I don't understand, why is it a Springfield diner? When does he ever go into a diner? Like what? When does he go into a diner ever? It's so odd. It's such a weird thing for me. All right, so you guys tell me if I got the chase. So that is Bluey. It's not the chase, but he does have the New York Comic Con bag, and it is a 3,000 count. So I'm 0 for 2 on chases. Great. And I'm gonna have to turn all this down again so you guys can see this thing. Again, I don't know how bad that's coming on screen, but so there's Bluey. So we're gonna take him out of the box, and I'll show you what it looks like. So his background is it's kind of like this is the background is basically what they had it set up as at the con. Or do I open one more and see if it's a chase, and that's the one I open? Now I'm hesitant. Now I'm gonna keep Bluey. Well, see, I do have another Bluey though. I was gonna save one Bluey for the video. Let's do this. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna open one though, but I'm gonna open Skeletor because I know I'm keeping that regardless if it's a chase or not. So let me grab Skeletor, and that's the last one. That's the third one we'll do, and then I'll save the Bluey and the other two for the video. So let's see. Right, so we got Skeletor. So this one I'm keeping regardless. I'm just hoping to get maybe that Bluey chase, and then maybe just get rid of the other one because I don't think I really need two of them. I was really just I bought two of the Bluey because I wanted to try to get the chase for that one because it was I think it was the lowest limited pieces was 300, or I'm sorry, 3,000. What's up, Brian? What's up, Xavier? Don't get injured with you Saturday. Yes, sir. You need those typing fingers fast. Or I should say clicking fingers, but Brian's saying you can see it. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's hard to see sometimes over here, like when you're using the camera. It's just everything to me looks so blurry and terrible. I guess this one doesn't really matter because I know I'm keeping it, so I don't really care if I ruin the box too much. All right, so Skeletor, the chase, I believe, has a sword, the purple sword, and I think the regular is the staff. So that's the difference between these. And you guys will see it before me. Obviously, the chase would be nice, but I'm keeping it regardless. And I think that's the staff, right? All right, so this is the regular. So this is a 6,000 piece. So let me just open this up. And I'll show you what it looks like when you display it. Because it's not, if you haven't seen them, it's not exactly what you think it would be. All right. I wonder if that looks better. Oh, that looks a lot clearer without that film on. Oh, okay. So actually, you know what? The sticker is still there. The New York Comic Con sticker. So that's good. Remember that one year they did remember that one year they put the New York Comic Con stickers on I think it was the Vader, the art series, and it was on the freaking plastic you ripped off, and then you had to like blow dry it, take it off. Oh my gosh, what a shit show that was. But here's the Skeletor. Go up like that. It seems to be a little better, but we're taking it off. So now I have not technically opened one of these yet. So on that. Okay, so it's magnetized at the bottom. What's up, Charles? How you doing, brother? All right, so we flip it up. So this is actually what it looks like. You can see it's already fallen off. So let me put it down so we don't drop it. This is some legit boxing, though. I'll tell you that. So the sticker is on the bigger piece. And when you take this guy out, so this, okay, I see. So it's not as huge as you think. So this is the box it comes in. But, I mean, you could probably display it in that, but technically, this is it. This is the display. So you can see the bottom, the back. So that's the actual display, though. So if you want to compare it to a Funko Pop, I would say it's probably, what, 2 Funko Pops, maybe just a little bigger than 2. Do it that way. So there you go. It's probably a little bit smaller than 2 Funko Pops next to each other. Well, no, actually, it's probably about the same size. As far as thickness, you can see it's probably not even as thick as 2 Funko Pops because it's got that curved. But I would say width-wise, it's probably about the size of 2 Funko Pops. Now, the figure itself, I kind of look at Kristen Cole here. I would say here. You know what? Let me. I have one right here. Let me get this guy. Okay, so here's Iron Man. Now this is actually the die figure, the die cast, but they were the same size as regular Funko Pops. So if we kind of put him next to him, I mean, I would say it's pretty darn close. I would say the big difference, I would say the height is almost exactly the same. I would say it's exactly the same. This might be a tad bigger, but what I would say is this guy is more detailed. Definitely more detailed. And it's just like and I would say it's just thicker, maybe. Not as like skinny. So it's definitely wider this way, but the height is about the same as the Funko Pop. I'll turn this down all the way down and get really close. I do like the stickers, though. It's almost like wax or something. Well, they make it look like wax. Kind of like you would send your parchment on a raven, and you would melt it with a candle. It's kind of cool. I mean, I kind of like it. Can you guys see the background? Yeah, so it's Castle. No, it's not Castle Grayskull. It's Snake Mountain. Oh my god! It's just I'm gonna have to figure out how to show this better. in the other video. It's so annoying. So hopefully that's better looking. Because man, that glare. But you can kind of see Snake Mountain a little bit. I might have to like get some good close-up videos when I do this. And it'll just like play over instead of me showing it to the camera, maybe take separate video in a better lit room where I'm not getting all this glare. So that's probably what I'm going to do for the video because these are really hard to show off on the camera. I mean, when I'm back here, it's okay. But again, I'm tilting down so you don't get that flash. But you can see like it's hard. Like there's the light, there's the other light, and then you can see the computer screen. So I mean, I don't know how else to, because they got the camera there. Let's see, move the camera again. I'm still getting some glare. Yeah. I mean, I guess the best way to do it would be like this. I mean, you're probably going to get the least amount. But yeah, there you go. There's Skeletor. So what do you guys think? Do you think you're going to get any of these? No. I mean, let's see. I'll give my 2-second review. I'm sure I'll talk more about this in the video when I actually get to see the other ones as well out of the box because it's hard. I'd say that I mean $50 might be a bit steep. I don't see myself collecting hundreds of these. I think very, very for example, so Alan Oppenheimer is the voice of Skeletor, and I've seen him at cons like 3 or 4 times at this point. So it's pretty easy to get his autograph. I would definitely have him autograph it. And what's even cooler is that because you have so much room, like I could have him signed up in the corner. It wouldn't even cover the guy, Skeletor. So you could probably have him sign here, even with a quote. And you could probably have a quote, even have the autograph and character name, and then like a quote at the bottom, something like that. And you're not even really covering the figure up. But I mean, it's made well. You don't have to worry about the dents. Now, if you drop this, is it going to crack? Probably. If I do remember hearing what Brian was talking about, because I was there when he was in the middle of an interview, because I was actually trying to get an interview with him as well. And when he was there, I remember him talking about him making some type of protective case for these. Now, how to get it out? What if I want to take him out, or does he not come out? By the way, there's a nice little feature. So you could literally just put a screw in there. So you can hang this on your wall that easy. If you want your wall full of these. I don't know if you can open this. Dude, I don't think you're meant to open these, to be honest with you, because if you look, these are all screws. That's a screw, there's a screw, there's a screw, same thing on the other side. And then you have this crazy screw in the middle. Now this probably releases the figure. I bet you that figure is screwed into that so it doesn't move around. So if you want to take this actually out, you got to undo 6 screws and then the middle one to take the figure out. So I don't think technically they're meant to be taken out of these. What do you think about that? I'm just a little different style in Skeletor. Now, granted, this does say, which I do like, it tells you the year. So 1983. So this would be the OG. I'm sure that the plan would be to, make more versions, but have it, 1988 or, the new current show or whatever, Revelations. You could probably have a whole bunch. Another thing I'll tell you too is I just noticed it really by holding it on the back. You see these little panels? All these like right here. You see it. That is the actual inside. That's the image. So this all right here. So if you drop this, I mean, it's possible to puncture that. I wonder why it's like that, because all of these, this is all part of it. So I wonder what's the what's the reasoning for that? Because you could definitely ruin the inside if you drop it and just you make a hole in this or something. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if I like that part of it. I don't know why this wouldn't just be one big piece of just plastic to protect the whole thing. It's interesting that they did that. I would love to know the reasoning behind that. See, this is why I was really trying to get him. I was really trying to get him to open one of these in front of me and talk about it. And these are questions I would have asked him. But overall, though, I mean, I'm glad it's not the huge box. I wish though the Comic-Con sticker would be here. I don't know. I don't know how hard that would be to like blow dry off and then stick here, because I feel like this should be an exclusive sticker. But overall, I mean, $50. I don't know. 35 would be better. You know. Plus, I know they don't have free shipping on these, so shipping has got to be expensive because I think the box is £4. And one other thing I just noticed again, you see the bottom, so you see these grooves. Here's the top. So let me turn it this way. So the top, you can see it. So that way, if I set this on another one, it fits perfect, and they can stack. And then you could probably, what I'm thinking. I don't know where in this room I would be able to do it, but imagine like kind of putting these in the corner of your room, and you can stack them because I bet you it would fit. So if I turn the camera this way, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but you can stack them in the corner. Now the nail, or however you're going to attach it to the wall, would have to be really long though, because in the corner you probably have, I don't know, you probably have like a good inch or two, so you would really have to like know what you're doing, or even like like if Charles is still in the chat, and I'm gonna catch up on chat here in just a minute, guys. If you know what you're doing, you could almost probably get like, I don't know, a 2x4, but something that you can just like maybe a 2x4, and you kind of just stick it in the corner, and then you could probably attach these to the 2x4. And if you're gonna fill it, you just start from the bottom and go up, and you could probably just have the 2x4 almost just sitting there, and maybe just attach the 2x4 to the corner, with like a corner bracket. And then that way you're not making, number one, you're not making a ton of holes in your wall with these. You're actually putting these into the 2x4. You can paint it, whatever. I don't think you'll be able to see it if you stack it. And then you can literally just attach the 2x4 to the corner, and boom, there you go. That might be the best way to do this. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do something like that. Because then you can, then obviously moving them though. Like if let's say they go with He-Man, let's say they start making a Masters Universe brand, they have all characters. Then you obviously got to unscrew it from the 2x4 and organize however you want instead of just moving it however you want. But again, if you're only going to maybe collect a handful, might be a way to do it. Charles, love to see you guys. Love to see you make something like that. I wonder if that would work. Let me know if that would even work. But I'm thinking, again, a 2x4, you kind of just, kitty corner it in there, and then somehow having an anchor, some kind of corner anchor to attach the 2x4 just to make it stand straight, and then I put all those in there, and all the way up. I wouldn't do it at that corner, but I'm trying to think in this room. The only corner I could really see myself doing that in would be over here, but I have other things on the I have other stuff on the shelves. I don't even know if that would work there. But I don't know, just an idea, you know. I guess I'm just trying to think of a way to save room because it does take up a lot of space. Um, yes. All right, let's get to the chat and let's see what you guys are saying. All right. Let's see. Um, yeah, I mean yeah. And I'll be completely honest with you, Reef. I actually did buy two Skeletors, and I opened one there, and then it was a regular one too. So I do have two regular. So anyone's interested, I'm more than willing to send you one at cost, which was 50 plus tax plus shipping. So like what, $65 or something like that. I have no problem doing that. If anyone is interested in just a regular Skeletor. But again, I understand because if you want to go for the Ultra Trace or the Chase, you might as well buy it yourself. I don't know what they charge on shipping, but I do have an extra one if anybody's interested. Maybe I could do a waffle. Again, I'm just looking. I had to roll the dice. My wife was with me online, so we both bought one because I wanted to roll the dice with it, and hopefully I was hoping to get the Chase on one of them, but I have the other one in the other room because I opened it at the con, and I was showing my neighbor it today. But actually, I didn't even unwrap it or anything because I was waiting to open this one, kind of like Bluey. I'm gonna keep a Bluey, but I figured let me open the other one in the video, and then I'll keep one or I'll keep the Chase, whatever. But yeah, so if anyone's interested in the Skeletor, let me know. I bet it looks sick on the wall with LEDs. Yeah, it's not. There you go, Charles. If you're still in the chat, bro, look at that. Just give you a new idea to sell some stuff. You can make a 2x4. You can paint it, whatever you want to do, and then let's see. The 2x4 will go up against the corner. You attach it maybe with one or two brackets. And then you put those LED lights maybe like on the sides of the I would have to see exactly how the 2x4 would sit into that corner. But maybe you run the LED lights along the sides or front side, and boom, now the whole thing's glowing. That's like a really good idea, Ryan. Now you got me thinking, bro. I like that idea. I think that'd be kind of cool. Take it apart in the name of science, bro. I'm not taking it apart. I'll never put it back together. I mean, I'm not doing that. If I do that, it's not gonna be on the live. Can you shine a light through the back of it? It's a good question. Yeah, I got my flashlight right here. All right, so let's. Oh man. It's actually a really good question. Flashlight. Where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. All right, so you guys tell me, do you see anything? I don't think so. It's pretty dark, but we'll try it. All right, ready? I don't think so. I mean, you can see my light, but like I literally have it on there. But like if I flash it like this, I don't think it does anything. I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit, but like I don't think you're seeing like what you were expecting. Okay, so like let's do a little test. So like right here, I'm probably about 8 inches away, and as I move closer, yeah, I'm getting that light though, huh, man? Here, let's turn these off again. Now let's try it. Okay, so there's the light. We turn this down to. I mean, you can see the light here, but like this is probably
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, obviously you can get this is on top of it. Like, I'm literally touching it, and then back away, back away, back away, and it kind of I brought it about 8 inches away. You don't see anything. So I mean, you could have like some type of rotating light behind it, something like that maybe. But like I don't know. But like as far as like just taking this and shining it, it doesn't do anything. It's a little too dark. But again, you can see as I get closer, like I'm about an inch away right here. So I don't know. I'm sure someone out there will come up with some way to do that. Is what I'm thinking. It's a good question though. All right, Skeletor. Skeletor. Game's too low. There we go. Put Skeletor up like that. Yeah, that's not a terrible way to do it. So I still see, what do I see there? Which one is that? So it's this one right here. But I think it's dark. Like, if I turn this light off, I mean, I could try it. But let me turn the top lights on. We're troubleshooting. So this is, let's see. I still think it's a little dark. And you can kind of still see like my background a little bit. And see how you see the background? You see like unless I were to put like, I don't know, like a black sheet there maybe. But I think it'll make it dark. And you see that one's off. It's a tough glare. And again, if I turn this all the way down, like what does this look like here? Let me set it up. So I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm going to turn my monitor all the way off. Somebody let me know, what does it look like? So the monitor is all the way off right now. So how clear is that? And can you really see it? And what if I did something like this? Like, does this do anything at all by putting a lid above it? Again, I can't see anything right now. So I'm just kind of using you guys as my guinea pigs here to see if anything looks good. So let me know, because I'm curious to see now if how it looks compared to, like this. Like I think it looks terrible, but I don't know how I can. You can just see the reflection for everything, because again, this whole thing is bigger than a Funko Pop. The screen, or what is that? Yeah, it's probably like a plexiglass. But let's see what else you guys are saying. So they charge $15 for one box shipped. It's probably about right, because it's 4 pounds, and the backpack was not 4 pounds. The backpack was like 2.5, and that still cost like $12. So the 15 is about right. That's probably about what it would cost to ship it for us too, like a regular person or whatever. And I don't know what the speed with that would be. I mean, Funko is notorious for the slowest speeding ever, but here, yeah. And there's just no way to really show it. Like, I mean, that's about the best right there on camera. And I can obviously move it over, but you're still going to get that little bit of glare. What would be cool though? Imagine if there was a little button in the back and this glowed up a little bit, like this lit up. It'd be kind of cool. Like again, you're looking at paying $75 if they did something like that. But like you have like a little button in the back, you press it, and it's just nothing crazy, but just like a little glow. I don't know. So, Brian, if you're watching this, hit me up. I'll give you some ideas. Flat rate shipping on $4 or on 4 boxes. So, what do you mean flat rate? So $15 for 4, or Or is that what you mean, Reef? 15 for 4? Oh my god, I want both Harry Potter. Come on, Chase. You have to wait for the video. I can't open more. I already opened 4 of these. I gotta save something for a video. I'll make it. I'll probably make it tomorrow, and then it'll be up on Thursday at some point. Just saying, if I can come apart, you can just stick the LED strips inside. But don't you have to? Oh, you're saying that you can use like a remote control? I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so I'm just kind of seeing how much room there is. Like, you don't want to see the lights, you know what I'm saying? Oof, it'd be tough, man. It's pretty. You don't have a ton of room. Like, it's hard to see because I just don't know if there's enough room for it. Like, you would probably see the strips if you did it that way. Like in here, there's not a lot of room up here, and more on the sides too. There's a little more room on top, it looks like, than on the sides. But I think you would see the white strips, put the lights on it if you did that. So I'm not sure how you could hide it. That's why we gotta talk to Charles and have him come up with a system. A 2x4 painted, primed, or whatever. And then you can attach them to that. I wonder how many it would take. 2x4. So is that 4 feet, right? 2x4. So 4 feet. So I would have to measure one of these. Let me text the wife. I'll tell her to bring me a measuring tape. And we'll measure it and see how many it would take to fill a whole 2x4. And how many. So that would be. Now, granted, you could tweak the 2x4 if needed, because the 2x4, well, you probably want it on the ground. You're probably not going to want that elevated, because then now you're talking about all the weight. Now, heaviness wise, I would say this is heavier. Now, this is a pop stack, right? But this is heavier than this. This is heavier. With a vaulted vinyl regular protector, this is heavier. So I would say it's in between weight-wise, in between whatever this weighs and this weighs. But this is lighter, but the pop stack is heavier for sure. For sure. Oh, the card. Yeah. Here, let me finish this message really quick. Yeah, I'll show you the card. I have it right here. The card. Now the card. Okay, so the card. Okay, I was checking to see if it was it looked like it was magnetized. All right, so here's the card. So these figures are called. So it's Thrilljoy, right? As a company, these are called picks. So I would say like these are called pops. The company's Funko. So that's kind of the idea, right? Because they have different ones too. But here's the card. Again, getting all that glare, but you kind of get the idea. And then on the back, it tells you what it is. And down here, again, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does tell you the number. I don't know if you can see that though. But it says number and then 0437. So this is number 437 out of the 6,000. And then this does come apart. It's just like a little magnet. And it kind of, let's see here, kind of has these little hinges, so it kind of sticks back in there. So then you could actually take the card out. And there you go. And it has his name on there too, Mariotti. Again, I know you guys can't read that, but I can't get it to focus in. But it does. It says his name here. I need to buy a new camera, new microphone, whatever. But yeah, that's what the card looks like. And then it does say number 16 on here. I'm not really sure what that means. Like down here, it says number 16. You kind of see it. It looks like a 14 in the camera, but it is a number 16. So I'm not quite sure what that means, unless that's like, I mean, there were even 16 of them. Unless that's what it means, it was a 16th one made. Kind of, I don't know. But so what would you do with this? If you wanted to display it, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's not going to stay. I don't know if you would even display this, or you would just kind of put it on the. If you put it on tables, you could just lay it down. Not sure. But again, I'm sure people out there will come up with good ideas how to display this thing. But you heard a 2x4 idea here first, people, on Headless Nut Stark's channel. Headless Nut Stark said, get the 2x4s. And then if you have an intruder and you don't have the guns, then you got the 2x4 with the Thrilljoys. And then you make the news by beating someone's ass with the 2x4 with the Thrilljoys. And then Brian comes to your house and he makes a pics of you. You heard it here first. All right. What was the card looking thing in the box? Yeah, okay, that's what I just showed you, Brian. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, wait. The wife's bringing me the thing here. Okay, these guys are. So I'm gonna go very top. So this is gonna be inserted. So I'm gonna go below that. So these are 8 inches. So 4 feet. Let's do some math. Math time. Math time. 4 feet. Okay. How many inches are in a foot class? Very good. 12 inches. 12 times 4 is 48. 8 times 6 is 48. So it takes 6 of these guys to cover a 2x4. So you could have 6 of them. And that's how many I have. 6. Because I have an extra Skeletor. So if I can't sell it or waffle it or do whatever with it, I might just take it to school and I'll leave it on my desk. Because Skeletor is the man. Dude, I have so many Skeletor pops, it's like ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, it was a good con. Again, the whole autographing thing was the most annoying, but it usually is the most annoying. And but I'll be going next year. It's fun. You guys should check it out. If you ever have the opportunity to check it out. I know some of you guys live, like Brian, I know you're in Seattle. It's a hike and a half. You know, it's probably if you drive that, it's like 44 hours. So let me tell you one quick thing before I get out of here about New York. So we're driving, right? The GPS tells us, so we left at like 9:30, I think it was. And the GPS tells us it's like 6 hours and 40 minutes. That's not that, we're used to driving cross country. 6 hours is like nothing. So we're driving and we see the time steadily go up as the later in the day happens. Dude, we get to the Lincoln Tunnel, like about 2 miles away from the Lincoln Tunnel. And all of a sudden, dude, we have like literally 6 miles to go to get to the hotel. Hour and 15 minutes to go 6 miles. Insane. I don't know how these people can do this every day. Like if you're a commuter and you drive from New Jersey to New York, I don't know how you could possibly do it. And it's funny too because going in, so this was on Thursday. So going in wasn't even as bad as that line coming out, for people going home. I just don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. It's what a waste of time. I mean, I told my wife, I said, next time we do this, we got to leave it like you look at you put in the GPS and it's like, oh, okay, 6.5 hours, even 7 hours. It's not awful, but man, that once you get closer, that time you just see you're driving, you're like, why is this time not dropping? That's because all the traffic is starting to back up. Even on Sunday when we left, because we didn't go on Sunday, we drove home on Sunday. We left at about the same time, like 9:15, but in the morning, obviously. Well, yeah, in the morning. Yeah. And anyways, so we're leaving, and the line coming in at 9:15 in the morning. Like we had our drive home was like an hour less because of this. But even coming in, that line of traffic is still outrageous. Like we're driving on the freeway already. You just see this backup. It's crazy. It really, really is crazy. I just don't. I don't know how people can do it. People say that LA traffic is bad, and trust me, it is. But at least you got like 8 lanes of freeway. This is just, dude, it's like 2 lanes going into a tunnel. And it's just the time that is wasted. It's unbelievable to me. I tell my wife every time we leave New York Comic Con, I'm like, if it wasn't for New York Comic Con, I probably would never go to New York. I just wouldn't. The Times Square area is very touristy, which, obviously everybody goes there if you've never been in New York. You want to go see it and check it out. But, we've been going to New York Comic Con since 2017. So this is year 7 minus 1 for COVID. So this is our 6th time, which is kind of crazy. I feel like it's been way more times than 6, but this is our 6th time we've been there. And that's the thing, man. Like we try to not even go by Times Square if we can help it. It's just number one, it's chaos. You got people selling things everywhere. It gets annoying. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you guys know anything about New York, but like the big fake purse thing on the streets is hilarious to watch. It really is. It's good people watching. You got these dudes out there. They have these huge like blankets, right? Or like sheets. Like I guess they're probably sheets. And they have all these fake purses. So this is like the big thing they do in New York. All your Gucci and I don't even know your higher end purse names. I don't know. But they have all of these purses just laid out, like 40, 50 of them, different sizes, whatever. It's illegal to do this. So we sit there and we're just watching, and like people walk up, and these are like, purses that, the name brands would go for thousands of dollars, $3, $4, $10,000. Ridiculous, right? Who's buying a purse that have that much money? It's crazy. I mean, I guess unless you're a movie star or you're an athlete and you just have money to burn, then go for it. But for a normal person to buy one of these, it's crazy. So they sell these knockoffs, which they basically look exactly like it. I think the only difference is they can't have the name of it on there. So even if it's like, I don't know. I don't know how these purses work, but say like Gucci was in the corner of the purse. Basically, it's the same thing, but it just doesn't have the name Gucci, and they sell them for like $200 to $300. And the quality, I have absolutely no idea if it's the same quality or not. But it's hilarious how these guys just have them laid out. And again, because it's illegal, police, and I get the bigger fish to fry, right? But the cops are driving by and they flick the lights on, and these dudes take the corners of the sheet, cover it, and just start walking and dragging it. And as soon as the cops leave, they just find a new spot and lay it back down. It's hilarious, man. It's absolutely hilarious. And then there's other places that like take you into back rooms and these stores, and like you open these like secret doors, and they have all these purses in the room on the wall. It's hilarious, man. It is. It's hilarious. But yeah, it's an experience, that's for sure. The streets, they smell like pee. It's kind of gross. When you're walking, it's like that's all you smell, especially at night. Um, the one thing I do find absolutely amazing about New York is so there's no trash bins. So because everything is so tight, it is like um it- all just every night it's just on the sidewalks, it's nothing but trash. It's gross, it really is. Because they don't have those big trash cans. Because the problem is the streets, they can't get like these trucks down there to like how like the bigger garbage cans or the bigger garbage trucks have like the little thing, like the little uh, arms. It goes into the bigger dumpsters, and it throws it up, dumps it, puts it back down. The problem is there's no room because the streets are so narrow and so tight, and there's so many cars. So basically, what they do is that all the trash is just loose, and then what they do is somehow they come through at night. It must be like wee hours in the morning. I'm thinking like 3, 4, 5 a.m. Like when there's like nobody out. It is amazing how you wake up in the morning, it's all gone, and the streets are clean. And I don't know how they do it. I don't know if every business is responsible for um, cleaning their own area. But when you are walking down the street, they have like next to the building, they have like a double barrel, like um it's not a fire hydrant, but like it's a water pipe, and you can see that you can probably attach hoses to it, and they must just flush it because it's crazy how in the morning the streets are actually pretty clean. At night they're not. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. And the other thing I noticed this time we went, maybe it was happened last year, I don't remember, but this is the first time I noticed this. So on the streets, there's not a ton of trash cans. In the busier parts by like Times Square, there's definitely more. But they're not like how you just walk by, a typical city, you're just gonna kind of walk by a garbage can, you just toss it in there and that's it. These all have a and I feel like this is the reason why they do this there is because there are so many homeless people, and they just don't want them making a mess of the trash. Because you have to, if you ever went to like the post office and you open up the little drawer and you put the package in and you shut it, and then it goes down, but you have to like make sure it slides. This is how the garbage cans are. You pull it, you can't like put your arm in there or anything. So you put the garbage in, close it. If you reopen it, now it's gone, but you can't like reach in. It's interesting. The part of that I don't like is, not that I'm some kind of germaphobe, because I'm definitely not. But I am careful, like when I'm out of town at cons, because my wife yells at me all the time. I do tend to put my fingers in my mouth because unfortunately, I'm a nail biter. I've always been a nail biter, and I don't think it'll ever change. But I always make sure that I scrub my hands if I know I have to bite my nails. And but just be careful, because get those hands out of your mouth, because you don't want to do that. Which is better, SDCC or NYCC? So I would say there's negatives and positives to both. And I'm actually in the process of making a video. So I think that a video will probably come out either Sunday or Monday next week. Because I had mentioned earlier, Xavier, I said, while I was standing in line, a lot of people asked me, because I had my San Diego Comic-Con shirt on. A lot of people, I was talking to a lot of people about differences and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of started typing notes on my phone, because I'm like, this would be like actually a really good video, because more people ask me about this than sometimes anything else, about like, what's the difference? I've never been to one, whatever. And, the more I thought about it, I'm like, I think that would make a good video. So I'll be making a video on that, actually. But like I said, I would say there's negatives and positives to both. And I got balloons all over me. I don't know why. I just don't. But see, then this doesn't work right away. Doesn't make any sense, because this is supposed to make a thumbs up. There you go. I'll give you two. I'll give you a reason why New York is better. I'll give you a reason why San Diego is better. And it really depends upon what you want in a con, right? But I think that most people look at cons as a place to 3 things: shop, go to panels, and get autographs. And you can do both, obviously, at both cons, but the way it's done is different. Except for the shopping part. Shopping part is, there's definitely more exclusives to be had at San Diego. So it's a little harder because there's so many different booths. Whereas in New York, I would say, I mean, there's definitely more than what I'm about to say, but ones that I'm looking at, it's basically at New York for me. It's 100% soft. It's Funko. Hasbro really has not had a presence in New York Comic Con in a while. So I don't even count them anymore. Plus, Hasbro's exclusives aren't, I don't think they're actual exclusives anymore because you can always buy them online. You can buy them on Hasbro.com. And we're going back like probably before COVID. So maybe 2019 or 2020 when there were no cons anymore for that year. I feel like Hasbro's like, well, we're just going to have everything online. Because this is actually back in San Diego, that was the first year Hasbro actually brought anything at all with them to a con. Usually it was just the QR codes. Remember that? They started that back in actually 2000. When was Star Wars Celebration Anaheim? That was 2000. I think it was 2021. Was it 21 or 22? Maybe it was 22. Because I'm trying to think now. Because I started doing this YouTube channel thing, and it had to be 22. I don't remember. It's crazy. I don't even remember. Because I think I started doing this in February of 22. Because I'm going on 3 years. So it had to be 2022. But isn't Japan next year and there was none this year? Am I wrong about that? Did they? Now I have to go look because now it's driving me crazy. Oh, man. So Star Wars Celebration Anaheim. Yeah, it was 2022. Yeah. So then last year they were at, so where did they do this last year? Wasn't this overseas last year? Or was it this year? Because I'm pretty sure next year is like, isn't Japan next year? 2024. I don't think there was a Star Wars Celebration this year. Yeah, okay. Where's the next Star Wars Celebration? So 2023 was Europe. There is no celebration this year. So Anaheim was 22. That's the one I went to. Yeah, because I was saying I knew it was after COVID, and we didn't have to wear masks. Where in 21, no, that's not right because in 2021 there was no San Diego. That is when they did their little that was like the winter one they did. That was smaller version San Diego. That was in I think it was like November of 21. So because San Diego was not there in 20 and 21, and then they came back in 22. Yeah, so I had gone to Anaheim in 22 because I didn't do the con the year before, and then we went to San Diego. The regular one came back in 22. But again, I think even in 22 we still don't wear masks. But at Star Wars Celebration, I remember now. 22, yes, right. I remember now. 22 Celebration, they did say you had to wear masks, but I'll be honest with you guys, like I would say 15% of the people wore them. They did not make it a big deal. But when we went to San Diego Comic-Con in that same year, you had to wear it because they would come around and tell you. Yeah. But anyways, answer your question. Finally answer your question. Which one is better? So I would say if your thing is autographs, New York is better because you're going to have bigger stars who are autographing. If your idea of a better con is panels and exclusives, San Diego is your better one. both can be pretty good weather depending upon rain in San Diego is very rare at the time of year. Even though in New York, I'm trying to remember if we've ever been in New York when it rained during during New York Comic Con, maybe like twice. I think last year it actually rained out the one day, but it's not like all day thing. So weather is actually, weather is always gonna be nicer in San Diego. But we've never really had terrible weather in New York. It's always been, comfortable. But San Diego is just bigger, and you have more to do outside the con. Whereas New York, I think there was one offsite. I think it was for the new Dune television series, and there was like a little cosplay thing, but that was basically it. I mean, it's inside. So I would say if you're looking for those experiences, like not just like walking around and not just like sitting at panels, if you want other experiences, San Diego is the way to go because you have tons of those. I mean, it's all over the place. But I'll be making a video. I'll kind of break the whole thing down. So hope that makes sense. But again, it depends. It really depends what you want. Autographs. San Diego can't really compare to New York. The one thing with San Diego, though, you can get good autographs for free if you're willing to put in the time. That's always the problem. In New York, you don't have to line up at 5 a.m, 3 a.m. The Hall H thing is they do reservations, whereas at San Diego for Hall H, which is their big, panel room, people are sleeping overnight over 24 hours. Like people get in line for Marvel, which is typically Saturday. People get in line on like Friday morning, even sometimes like Thursday to late like night after the con, they get in line because they want to be front of the row. I mean, and look what they got this year. Robert Downey Jr. comes out. I mean, those people are in the front row, and they waited 36 hours. So it's my thing. I don't care. Like if I get in there and I only have to wait a couple hours, fine. But like I'm not wasting all that money on buying a ticket for Friday if I'm just gonna sleep outside and stay outside. And so, but I'll break it all down in the video. So, all right. Anyways, all right, guys. It's been like 2 hours. So I don't know. Let me know. Are you gonna pick up any of these Thrilljoy? Should I run a raffle? That's my next question. Or not a raffle, but a waffle. Like, I don't know. Do you like, let's see if I include shipping. So what did Reef say? He said $15. So 65. We could do like 13 spots for $5. For $5, you have a chance to win one Skeletor. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a little thing out there on so Bravo says waffle. Yeah, I guess I bought 2 because I was trying to get the chase. But if I can if we can get one out there for somebody who doesn't want to spend $65 and you can get one for like 5 or 10, maybe we could do that. My next live is Saturday morning. I don't know how many people will be there that are, people who come to lives, consistently, I guess is the word. Because I know sometimes on those San Diego Comic-Con and when we do ticket drops lives, sometimes it's a whole bunch of different people that don't typically come to lives with show breakdowns or collectible breakdowns and that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put it out there. Just pay attention to Instagram. Maybe I'll throw one out there and we'll see if we can fill it with 13 people. Can I make a little announcement? You sure can. What's up, brother? What's the announcement? If I win, I'm taking it apart. I mean, if you win, I'll take it apart for you on a live, but I don't know if I want to do my own. We can make a video on that.
I mean, it's probably easy. Here's my thing, Dan. I think what I would be most afraid of is when I take it apart, I feel like it's the back. It's this part here. I, I don't think it's glued because I feel like I could press it out. I don't know. I'd be really curious though. I mean, maybe I'll take. I don't know. I can't believe that somebody went into somebody probably did it on a video out there on YouTube already. I bet you somebody did. I don't know. It'd be interesting though. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Pacific. So that's midnight. That's midnight for us East Coasters. I'm going to try to stream Black Ops 6 over on Twitch. All right, so what's your Twitch handle? Bro, that's late for us though, remember. Is that when the game the game comes out at midnight? That's right. Okay. Yeah, put your Twitch handle in there. And I mean, usually on Thursday, I go to bed right after football, which is like 11:30ish. But if I'm up, I'll hop in. All right. Well, I don't know. It sounds like I got a couple people interested in No Waffle. So just follow on Instagram. I'll probably post it maybe. If I don't do it tomorrow, I'll probably do it Thursday. Because I'll probably mention it in the video on Thursday when I open the other ones up. So I'll probably post it after I post the video link. Usually I've been doing the links on Instagram stories because you can put the link in there. I don't understand why Instagram does that. It's kind of annoying that they make you, they don't let you link in the actual post. It's kind of annoying. All right, so we could look up on Twitch. We could look up Bravo Lima _89, right? That's the easy way to do it? That's the direct link. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, watch Instagram on Thursday. I'll put up a waffle. And I mean, I'm trying to think. Maybe. Yeah, I'll probably. Usually I do like, I guess typically I would go like $6. And then like if you want to buy two, it'd be 10. And that way you get a small discount. But just because I don't know if I'll get 13 individuals. I don't know. We'll put it out there and see. If I gotta change it up a little bit, I can. But I don't mind putting it up there for if we get 13 people, then that's 13 chances. 13 different people have a chance for $5. Is the Skeletor logo just pointed on? Painted on the Skeletor Lego? Oh, are you talking about the bottom? Are you talking about this part right here? This part is I don't want to say it's a sticker. It's interesting. Comment. It's hard to tell what that is. Like I feel like I could put my finger like when I scrape when I kind of lightly scrape at the R, I feel like I could grab it. But I'm looking and I'm not sure, dude. I don't know if it's a sticker or maybe it's just like it's hard to tell what that is actually. I can't tell if it's a sticker or not. It's a good question. I guess it kind of feels like it might be a sticker.
but it is weird because it feels more raised than the black, but it's not very much. So I don't know because this feels the same way. Like when I just run my finger on it, it feels one piece, but like I can definitely tell. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell what that is. You know what? I bet you, it does kind of look like now the whole thing is a sticker. It looks like the black piece and the white writing is the sticker. That's what it kind of looks like to me. And yeah. If it's and also if you paint it, um, if you paint it, it's possible it could chip. So I feel like it is a sticker. So no, but it is not raised. Like so. Okay, so it's not gonna help. So let me see. Do I have any here? We'll use a knife. So this part here, right? This black part, this part, that's raised because the sticker's inside of it. And so like I see why you're asking the question because it does look like it. But the black piece, like this, I can put this across, and then the sticker's kind of indented inside of it a little bit. But I definitely, yeah, I think it's a sticker. This guy, again, they make it look like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't even see that. This right here. I like how they make it look like it's a, like using candle wax or whatever. But it's definitely plastic, and I don't know how it's attached though. I would imagine it's just either glued or sticked on or something like that. Oh yeah, dude, you could definitely, you could put an art sticker on top of that. Yeah, you just have to get the dimensions of it or whatever. So, but yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I'll do something like maybe I'll do something like maybe I'll just do like $6 for one spot and then 2 for 10. That might be the best way to do it. That way it fills. So, but yeah, just watch Instagram. I'll probably post that on Thursday. So, all right. You guys have any other questions? Again, I think if you ever have a chance to go, I think it'd be awesome to meet up with you guys because I think for most of you, New York is probably closer to where you live than San Diego. San Diego is, and San Diego too as well. I mean, you're talking. I mean, the price difference in hotels, though, actually, it's not as bad as you think. I mean, this is with tax. This is okay. So parking is ridiculous anywhere you go, and any of these major cities. But like New York, we had to pay $165 to park for 3 days, and that was with a $30 discount, which is even more crazy to even think about. So parking is ridiculous. San Diego, it's similar. I would say it's like 45 maybe a night. It's maybe a couple bucks cheaper. So if you take away parking, actual hotel stay, we paid. We were about about 0.4, 0.5 miles away. So about a half a mile away from the con. So it takes like 10 to 12 minutes to walk down. It's not bad. It's a straight shot, which is nice. Obviously, there's some hotels closer, some further away. Just really depends on your budget and how much you want to walk. The hotel was, and then this is taxes and resort fees and all that crap, whatever they charge you these days. I wanted to say it was like 1,100 for 3 nights. So it's under. I mean, really, it's under $300, but it goes up to 1,100 because of the fees and tax and stuff. So 350, I guess, a night, somewhere in that range. Plus, but so yeah, I mean, it's not cheap. In San Diego, it's similar. I would say it's similar. It's about $300 a night in San Diego. And again, it depends where you want to stay. If you don't mind taking the shuttle in, you can get hotels for $160 a night, half price. So here, because my big thing with that though is so much happens downtown, and when you have your stuff you bought or whatever, you you just gotta lug it around. If not, you gotta go take the shuttle back to the hotel, drop it off, and if you want to go off for the evening, then you gotta take the shuttle all the way back or take an Uber or whatever. And I mean, you're still gonna save money, but think of how many if the Ubers back and forth or just your time. Your time alone is what you're paying for when you stay in San Diego downtown because it's just so much easier to navigate. Because like this, the first year I think we paid like $170 a night, and we had a water view. It was awesome, but dude, taking the shuttle back and forth, it was brutal, man. I just didn't love it. So we try to stay downtown now whenever we can. But yeah, I get it. I know it's expensive. This is the other thing too. People criticize people who flip whatever. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're a collectible person, if you collect, dude, everyone sells their stuff. Like you sell stuff to get the stuff you want, and I hate when people say, "Oh, you're a flipper." Like it's one thing to like do it all the time, but when you go to a con and you have the chance to buy collectibles that other people can't get because they're not paying the $1,000 to stay, they're not paying the $80 a day for the ticket. Like, what do they expect? They expect you just to give it. I mean, you're trying to get some of that money back, is what you're trying to do. I mean, even if it's a couple $100, I mean, it at least helps. So that's why I get so frustrated when people say, "Oh, are you a flipper?" Like, dude, so I bought 15 Funko Pops. I'm keeping 4. So yeah, I sold the nine because I have Mr. Toad and I have one more that I might be using as like channel membership giveaways. Like I figured I'd keep a couple, but like I'm not making thousands of dollars. Like it's a couple $100. It just helps pay for like something. I mean, in eating, yeah, you can eat for cheap. Like you can go to McDonald's, you can go to Wendy's, you can go to Arby's, whatever. But if you go to any kind of restaurant, I mean, you're going to spend $100. I mean, it's easy, $100 easy for 2 people to go to dinner in New York. Sure. Although we did stop the one night, we went to the fandom party. So this is on Friday. We didn't eat. We always bring like our power bars that we eat, like our breakfast bars, whatever you want to call them. Because that's what I have every morning. I just have that and a banana. That's all I eat for breakfast. And so we brought a couple of those, knowing that when I go to the con, I hardly ever eat. Like it's just you're so crazy busy, and so I bring that and whatever. And the one good thing too about where is my bleach pop at then, Flipper? Wait, which the bleach one? Wait, did you ask me for that? I don't know if I have that one. I have, wait a second. What's the name of the character? I have this one and I have I don't even know if I got that one, dude. Like I know because Bravo wanted the dinosaur and that was gone. And what else? I mean, I'm surprised I got Skeletor, to be completely honest with you. What else did I not get? The Chucky one I sold to some guy overseas. Even though I almost kept that one though, because I did like it, but he gave me too good of an offer. I don't remember. What's the name of the character? Dude, I don't even think I bought that one. That name does not even sound right. I think the only ones I have left. Damn it, dude. Seriously? I don't even know if you asked for the bleach, dude. I know. Did you ask me for that, dude? Seriously? No. That was gone. The problem is the dinosaur one. That was like a 500 count. The pumpkin head. Is that the V one? The V, or what is it called? No, the ones I got. I showed you the ones. I showed the 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Toad is 5. I did end up. I ended up buying. We and this guy swapped. I told him to give me another Kylo, but I ended up selling a Kylo. But I ended up buying him one that I didn't really care about. I didn't even buy the Wednesday ones, and I kind of wish I would have bought those now. I thought it was a 2-pack again, and then after I left, I saw someone with them, and I'm like, "Crap, man!" It was it was 2 separate pops, and I was kind of mad because I just didn't want another 2-packs. I can't stand 2-packs. Like I have like 4 of them, and I just don't want them anymore. And yeah. Um, Damn, Reef, dude, I blew that, man. Because I did. I ended up getting something for a friend in Nashville that he wanted. It wasn't a Funko Pop though. It was help me out with the Dragon Ball names. Is it Goku? Which one's the blue? Which one has the blue hair? Whoever the blue hair dude is, Naruto or something. I don't know. The dude, I'll tell you what. Be careful if you guys buy anything because they are so similar this year. I don't. Did the shared ones come with the QR code? I'm not even sure. I'm going to eBay right now. Look. So let's just look up your Bleach one. Bleach NYCC. Oh, that's the Toy Tokyo. Dude, you could have got that on Toy Tokyo. I think those are still available. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, now that see, and it didn't even click that you wanted that Reef because you know what, dude? I actually originally did check it, and when he brought me the Toy Tokyo sticker, I told him I didn't want it. Because I know they're so easily available online, and I didn't even bother with it. So that's totally my fault. I don't, dude. You can get this one here. There's one online right now, dude. $22 shipped, like $22 stick, $22 shipped on eBay. It's $18 plus $5 shipping, so it's less than 20 by $23, which is basically about the same price that there's one for 33 shipped. Dude, you can go get it online right now. If Toy Tokyo still doesn't have them, they're not crazy expensive at all. This one's 2025 or best offer. Yeah, they're pretty. Oh, dude, here's one $26 free shipping right here. Yeah, go on eBay. $26 shipped. That's cheaper than I would have charged probably. Well, no, 15 plus $23, but 26 shipped. What was the other one I said? Oh no, the other one is 23 shipped. Oh, there's 2 of them, 23 shipped, which is probably what I would have charged because it's about $6-7 to ship usually when Funko Pop. So you got like 2 or 3 on here that are really cheap. But again, I think in Toy Tokyo you might be able to find it. 35, 30, lot for 35, 35. Ooh, this one's autographed. So I'm not sure. This one, wow, it's got color all over the place. 250. It's pretty cool looking though with all the different colors. But yeah, dude, just go on eBay. It's like I said, it's the cheapest one they have up there is $23. They have 2 for 23, and then there's a bunch of them for like 30, 35. Or like I said, or just check the here, I'll go check it. Toy Tokyo. Comment, Brian. I'll answer your question in a second. Toy Tokyo. Funko Pop exclusives. Yeah, you know what's crazy is that Trax is still available. I paid like $35 for that when it dropped. Dude, they have so many from New York, and they're all like $15. There's a few a little higher. Even that one, man. You guys remember that one pop, that Baseball Fury? And remember the flocked Gloomy? Dude, those are all all less than $30. This dude right here, my Masters Universe. There's 2 Masters Universe up here. Yeah, Toy Tokyo pops do not hold value. Gosh, they have so many from the old cons. Yeah, I don't see any on the website of the Bleach one. Gosh, all their Masters Universe pops. Like they're all like $20. I have all of these. Yeah, this is why I don't buy Toy Tokyo anymore. The Bleach one I don't see. I'm still looking though, huh, man? Ratfink. Now Ratfink, the glow in the dark Ratfink, that's 200. Actually, all the Ratfinks are 200. That's interesting. That one held value. Ultraman. I love how they flip their own stuff. See, that's a little annoying. Like it's their product, but because now it's older, so Toy Tokyo flips it. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I don't see any of the exclusives from this year, unless I'm in the wrong spot. But again, dude, I go to eBay. It's not very expensive. I'm just trying to see if there's a New York Comic Con link anywhere. I just don't see it. Go to our homepage. So here's let's see. This is, they talk about it, but they don't have. Yeah, that one's sold out on their website. Yeah, because the Sonic one too. He brought those over, and I said, "Oh no, I'm good on the Toy Tokyo ones." But again, eBay, it's $23. So sorry, but I feel horrible, dude. I didn't even I don't know why I didn't remember it. I'm usually pretty good with that. But yeah, $23 online. Yeah, so like, okay, here, I'll just show you. So like, here's the one in Toy Tokyo, right? So I'll share my screen with you guys real quick. So here's the one on Toy Tokyo. Oh, I gotta adjust this helmet. Okay, so there's the one, right? You can see, there's the sticker. So that is, I can't blow it up anymore though. But if you can see it, it's limited edition. It always comes out as New York Comic Con, and then it says Toy Tokyo on there as well. So if we go ahead to eBay really quick, it's going to be the exact same sticker. There's only one sticker. There's not like a shared or anything like that for Toy Tokyo, which is I think one of the reasons why most of them don't hold the value, because it's the same sticker regardless. So that's 23. So let me find the cheap one if I can find it for you. So Bleach NYCC. So this one, here it is right here. So you can see, so it's the same thing. So New York 2024 limited edition Toy Tokyo, and this one looks pretty good. Yeah. I don't see any issues with this box at all. Maybe you could blow that up. It's just sometimes it's hard to tell, that little knob down there, but I don't think it's anything. But you could probably blow it better on your phone than I can on this. I don't think that's I mean, again, you could probably look at you see that's a tear, but I don't think it is. I think sometimes a lot of it is just the light, because I know when I take pictures of my stuff, yeah, because that gives you a better view right there. It's probably just that little thing right there. But this one looks pretty good, dude, for $23. It's probably what they would have charged you, because I'm sure they charge you $7 or $8 for shipping. I can put this in the chat. I'll take you right there. pretty sure that was the cheapest one. And we will. Where's the chat at? What's going on here? Here we go. So there's your link. Oh, it's too long. It won't let me do it. Really? It won't let me. Yeah, the link is ridiculous, dude. Oh man, let me see if I can do it a different way. Copy. I don't know if it's gonna let me put it in the chat. Let me try it this way. Oh, and stream. Oh, see what it does. So I don't know. Click on it and see, but it probably it made 3 through StreamYard because it's so long. Like how does eBay here? Let's try it this way, maybe. It's still gonna come out long though. How do they not have like the smaller? Oh, that might be better. There you go. That should be better for you. What's up, Simon? How you doing, man? Yeah. And dude, I'm sorry, dude. I obviously I just forgot. I mean, there's no other excuse really. It's crazy there. I'm gonna do a quick poll before I get out of here now because I was gonna do this earlier. Will you collect Thrilljoy? I'm curious to see what you guys think. So yeah, like I said, $23 is probably the same price that it would have been anyways, because it's usually like $6, $7, $8. Probably one pop to you would probably be like 6-ish. I think it's usually like 6. So you're not that far from me. All right, let's do this. We got 11 people in the chat. Let's do a giveaway. Want to do a giveaway? Everyone's eligible. Let's give away Mr. Toad. Boom. Con sticker. All right. Giveaway for everybody. Hashtag PIX. PIX. For Skeletor. So throw in hashtag PIX and I'll give away a con sticker, Mr. Toad. Because that's what we do. Only thing I ask is if you are out of the country, you help me out with shipping a little bit. Because it's so dumb. So expensive. I'll buy a couple, but you have to make room. I have to make room? What do you mean I have to make room? Why do I have to make room? Hashtag PIX. And then we'll go to the old I don't even know, dude. StreamYard. Was it YouTube hashtag picker? Is that what it's called? I don't even know. I never use this. Hashtag picker. Something like that, right? YouTube hashtag generator tool. Enter keyword. Generate hashtag. No, that's not the right thing. Comment. Uh-oh. You guys probably know better than me. What am I looking up here? Is it comment picker? Maybe it's YouTube comment picker. YouTube comment pick. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. I got it. Let me grab what do I gotta grab here. Let's see. So right now we're at 50-50. That's interesting. 50-50 on the votes. Yeah, Toy Tokyo always has their own sticker for cons. Like I have a ton of them because they're usually Masters Universe con stickered, and almost all of them have that Toy Tokyo sticker, and it's the same one you buy online, or you buy them at the Toy Tokyo booth as well. All right, I gotta get the link for this live helmet. All right, enter. Good. Add comment complies. Let me see. What am I doing here? So we have one winner. Filter duplicates. Filter comments by words or hashtags. Yes. Add comment replies. I'm not sure what that means. Add a theme color. Oh, I need premium for that though. Solve this. Get YouTube comments. Okay, so I think I'm ready to roll. All right, you guys all get in? Y'all get in? Hashtag picks. Again, free shipping in US, and if you're in a different country, I just ask that you help me out with it. Usually cover like the first $5 and then, but you're still going to probably end up getting a con stickered pop or less than retail. All right. We're going to roll this thing out in like 10 seconds. What do I have for 10 seconds? I can do a countdown. Do I have anything that's 10 seconds? Oh, yeah, I do have this. I can do this. So I will give you this little mini short that you guys are going to love, especially Dan.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The power of many. All right, let me share the screen, and we will do the drawing. And then I'm going to get on out. You have to go to work tomorrow for 12 hours. Ugh, pray for me. It's going to be still like the longest day. Because I was actually going to do this tomorrow, but there's no way that I was going to feel like doing it. Dude, I hate these new settings. I can never find the one I want. All right, there we go. All right, last chance. Hashtag PIX, P-I-X. We're going to run this thing in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Hopefully I get this right, 2, and 1. Good luck. Good luck. Is it working? No, sorry, the video has comments disabled. All right, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? For the comments. So is it not comment picker? Is it what does it have to be then? What am I doing wrong? I'm not sure what I did wrong. So I'm doing comment picker. So I need to do, is it live chat? Help me! Help me! You need an actual video to comment on, not a live. But you can do it on a live, can't you? I thought you could still do it through the live with doing hashtags. I just feel like I'm on the wrong thing then. All right, time to do research. How to run a live stream giveaway on YouTube. How about live streaming YouTube using hashtags? Giveaway tool in StreamYard. How to use the giveaway tool in StreamYard? Whoa. What is going on here? There's a giveaway tool through StreamYard. No idea. Choose reward system. Define your contest. Create a unique hashtag. More on this below and ask participants to use it. Then the caption can include as many characters as you want. Okay, but how do I choose it though? I don't know. This is why I use Duck Race. Many of the tools raffle include Streamway. So if you're looking for a free and simple, try using the StreamYard giveaway tool. Okay, let's try it. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. I got it. I gotta save this so I don't forget. Okay, so hashtag. Okay, I got it. And we are doing this. Exclude winners when doing multiple. Okay. All right. Last chance. Everybody got in, right? Just bust out a wheel. Only like 6 names. Yeah. All right. We got it though. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you guys can see it. All right. Here we go. Good luck. 6 people in. Anybody else getting in before we start? 9 people in the chat. 10 people in the chat. 11 people in the chat. Hashtag picks. No, picks, not pucks. This isn't hockey. You are doing that on purpose. You already got in. All right, here we go. Good luck. The winner is Simon. Simon, you got it. All right, bro. I'll message you. We'll work out the details because it's going to cost like $85 to ship this probably to you. No, I'm just kidding. We'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out. Cool. All right. I'm done. Dude, it's going on like 3 hours. All right. Guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I really do. Again, Simon, let me send me your address. I'll put it up in I'll do it through like PayPal ship station or whatever, and we'll see what it is. I know last time that me and Johnny did it, I want to say it was like 18. I think it was like $23 to ship it. But we can work out the details. Or either that or just move to the United States and then we'll be all good. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thursday, I'll have the other part of the video coming out for Thrilljoy, and I'll also post a waffle if you're interested in trying to get the other Skeletor. It's still completely sealed. It'll be shipped to you, and we'll do something like 13 or 4. Maybe I'll do like 15, $6 each, 2 for 10, something like that. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And if I can fill that, Simon, maybe on Thursday, then I can use some of the extra couple bucks there, and I can we'll figure it out though. So if you're interested in a waffle for this guy right here, again, it's the one that I have in their room. It's completely sealed. We'll follow Instagram, and we'll see if there we go. We'll see if I can fill it on Thursday or whatever, by the weekend or whatever. So, all right. Guys, appreciate it. Have a great night. And NBA season started today. If anybody's an NBA fan, just to let you know. All right. Peace. Peace out. I love you guys. Let's go head over to Let's Chat with Veterans. I believe just started. Well, actually, he been on for like 40 minutes. Oh man, I've been on this live that long. Jeez. Okay, crazy. I didn't even realize. But all right, peace out. Don't forget, keep those odds on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.